Hey guys, it's a History Nerd and we're back with another exciting episode of Crusader Kings 2 Habsburg Millennium. Where we last left off, we absolutely failed at going on a holy war against Ghani here. It looks like we may have had a better chance if this revolt kicked off, while we were fighting instead of after we were done fighting. A couple of things we discovered in that war. We need more boats. Unfortunately, at the moment, we only have one port. Nice. So, what we can do to boost up our fleet size is to build up the shipping industry in Nice itself. So we're going to go here to Mentone, and we want to go with the city shipyard, which will give us 15 more galleys, right? Oh, currently we have plus 15. If we upgrade to the third level of city shipyard, we will have an additional 9 on top of that. So let's go ahead and do that. Obviously, we can see that this town of Mentone itself is giving us 19 galleys, but if we take a look, I did not need to click on the shadow, but if we take a look at our fleet levies, you can see we're getting 23. This is the only province we've got that's got a port. So we can also take a look at upgrading the castle shipyard as well. The only problem is, not only do we not have enough money, we don't have shipbuilding level 4 there. And I don't think, to be honest, we have shipbuilding level anything. Well, we're up to level 3. We should definitely look at getting level 4, but I do feel like there's probably more worthwhile ways to spend our technology points than on getting shipbuilding. I mean, we're still basically a land-focused empire. We just need to build up some ships to get us places. So, now what's weird, they're offering 27. It says, I guess that's going to be 27 in total, and then we as the liege take a cut of that, because that's the way feudalism works. So if we build up in Mentone, that should help us out a little bit. There was also something I was musing about. I'm not sure if they're still around, but it certainly looks like they might be. There are a few mercenary bands of just ships. So we get 10 galleys for 100 ducats and 9 a month. Now that seems pretty darn expensive for 10 ships, but if we save up enough, that could, mean the difference of transporting our entire force in one go or in 2. I'm okay doing it in 2. The way we did it for our Holy War, it was a mess, but I figure if we can land in 2 with the shattered retreat mechanic, we should still be able to get our forces where they need to go. One last thing I want to check, not in that screen, I want to check our diplomacy with these guys. Are we prevented from declaring war? No, we could right away declare another holy war whenever we're ready. Well, we're going to wait for that, obviously, because we need to let our levies come back, certainly for my own personal domain. So while we're doing that, let's let time tick by a little bit, shall we? One thing I also want to do, as was mentioned in comments, is do a better job of remembering what it is that I want to do. Unfortunately, the way things have gone the past few weeks, I guess, I haven't had a lot of recording time, so I'm trying to overcome that. One of the great suggestions was to make notes, and that's genius, and I wish I had a notebook handy, because I started recording and forgot all about it, but I'm going to try to record with notes. Or, alternatively, my plan for this episode, because I don't have notes, is to just, if there is a big gap between recording time, I'll just go back and watch this video. I mean, I make a historical record that's 100% accurate. I should be able to go back and lean on that whenever I want. My Marshal, Grand Mayor Emmerich of Provence, has come to you with a suggestion. Has come to me with a suggestion. My lord, it is my opinion that Norbert von Habsburg would make an excellent military commander. Suggest we make use of his talents for the good of the realm. Yeah, sure. I mean, he would make an alright commander, but to be honest, he didn't turn out all that great. Regardless, so very well, let's make him a commander. One thing I also want to do while I have the chance is to take Gunzelin here and just shift that around to get probably Pride. I'm thinking. Oh, it cannot be changed once it's set. So the other thing I am going to do is, I don't have any younger kids, so I can't really show it off, but I think when the kid is born, you can set that focus right away, so I'm gonna just do that, so I can remember, you know, how the line of my children are gonna go with heir, and then this guy wound up being the bishop, although he wound up joining a military order, and then here's our military guy who wound up dying in battle, unfortunately. So I just, you know, hopefully, well, there's my bishop. So hopefully, my son, where is Norbert? Way over here. Really? So not Kuno. How's Norbert looking in relation to Kuno? I think we're gonna want to give this to Kuno, actually. Can we do that? We should be able to. Norbert is more liked, but if we sort by rank, I think Kuno would be the better bet. That's who I want, and that should change. It's weird that we can change the election or the succession laws as well so quickly after it being demanded away from us. Oh, so the guy we tried to rescue actually now had his savior imprisoned instead. Well, that's a little frustrating. I wonder, can I just, let's go back, go to you, and can I ransom a prisoner? Or request to ransom him? Doesn't look like it. Can we go back to him? And just pay for his ransom? I mean, he is my vassal, so he's technically my person. Doesn't look like it. Alright, well, sorry, man. Things did not go according to plan there, but that's okay. What do I want to do? I want to build, oh right, the tech. The tech. How is that looking anyway? Like, okay, good. So everyone is on board. Well, at least not, maybe not everyone, but enough of everyone is on board to get Kuno up there. I'm sure that'll filter through eventually. What are you? Affectionate, willful, and indolent? So, let's see. Well, your skill, first off, is showing me Spy Master, but because you're affectionate, you probably won't make a good spy lady. So instead, let's go for your second skill, and willful and fussy, we don't have any of those. Let's do that. Done. Sweet. Diplomat. Yet another Habsburg diplomat. Your wisdom and mercy are legendary. I have discovered a plot where Emmerich von Sulzbach seeks to kill Rudolf von Lenzburg. Thank you. I don't know if I want to do anything about that. We do have a lot of known plots. We are auto-stopping them. So I guess this is, you know, 5 people who don't want to end it. Fine. Increased council power in Burgundy, sitting at 133%. How do you have so many more troops than I? Okay, we've got a new Grand Mayor. That's fine. We can appoint you. Although, man, that is not so good. Let's get you collecting taxes. Let's get you training troops, because I don't foresee a war too early now. I mean, even just getting Corsica here wouldn't be a bad addition, provided this rebellion actually succeeds. Oh, they're even rebelling way down here, are they? Well, that's quite the little rebellion for Ghani to have to survive. You got a bit of Salerno down here too. take a look at the general geopolitical view. We've covered the Byzantines. They're doing their thing. England is really looking like it's kind of just stuck. In fact, a lot of the British Isles kind of look stuck, not stuffed. Mumu's done well. Who's this? You are just a petty king? But you only own one county. You must have owned more and then probably lost it to Scotland. Have we still got any Germanics? We do! There's still a little bit of the Norse religion surviving into 1232. That's pretty cool. It certainly looks like Hungary is planning on becoming a buffer state between ourselves and the rest of the East, which I am fine with. They came from the Hordes. They can deal with the Hordes first. The Seljuks haven't done all that well. The Fatimids are staying relatively stable. What else we got? We got some power blocks developing in India. The alliance between King Philip and King Guglielmo has broken down because he dead. That's not all that surprising at the age of 71. We got the Mongolian Empire doing some stuff around here, but they haven't really solidified themselves yet. Let's go check. I mean, the story of France continues. Looks like Mali hasn't really done much. Abyssinia's doing fairly well. And the Miaphysites are keeping strong, which is a little bit unexpected. Although, granted, I haven't played too many games of Crusader Kings 2 recently that go this deep into history, so... my mission to Rome has so far been a success. Pope Stallone V seems to be liking us just fine. I'm kind of keen on saving up for jousting lanes. Now, when it comes to upgrading the tech for shipbuilding, yeah, you guys can have more political influence. Fine. The problem, of course, is that the technology starts in Argao, and so it's useless. It doesn't really matter because we can't get that up any higher. So let's take a look between cavalry and light infantry. How are we looking? I think, militarily speaking, I were to take a look here. So most of our units in Argao are going to be heavy infantry and then an assortment of cavalry. So I think cavalry is going to be the best tech to take. Let's do that. Church infrastructure. What do we get there? Cathedral. Well, I think we need a cathedral. Trade practices would also probably be a good idea. But again, that's going to take a little bit of time for that tech to filter down, whereas we can build a cathedral theoretically right away. Imagine those things are going to be relatively expensive, so I'm not thinking we're going to be able to do it right away, but you get what I'm saying. What else we got? Let's take a look. Governmental-wise, or the culture advances, we're looking okay. I don't know if I want more legalism or if I want to get majesty. I am a little bit leaning towards majesty, so let's do that. And we might as well snag trade practices too. And then we'll see if we can build ourselves a cathedral in Basel. We can upgrade their barracks, but like I say, I think upgrading to a cathedral will just all around be better for Basel itself. So we'll just have to save up about 100 ducats, a little less than 100 ducats, and call it a day. We can also take a look at, upgrading some of these lands as well. And to be honest, another barony probably wouldn't be a bad idea. How is this going? Yeah, this needs more work than Habsburg needs. I think I'm going to go for the cathedral first. Then we'll worry about getting this up to the next level. Oh, would you look at that? It's already being built. Thank you very much, Lootpold. I'm glad you had the money kicking around to do that, which makes me wonder, how much money does my son have? No. Him. How much? Far less. Are you building something? Is that why? No. Okay. Well, we could help our son out, but I think instead we'll help ourselves out. And probably... I'm going to go with get level 2 of Keep next, and then we'll do the jousting lists. We can try requesting a council position again. I don't see why we wouldn't. Was it definite? No. Yeah, I'm glad I'm in that faction. Which is sitting at 102%. So as that increases, we'll just be sitting pretty. My mission to Nice has so far been a success. During my visit to the court of Grand Mayor Boleslaw of Provence, I seem to have managed to make him understand what a benevolent and peaceful ruler you really are. I forgot the culture group that we created for the Republic, because I think we wound up giving it to a Bohemian. So it's like we got all these Bohemians and Pomeranians up here, or down here in it's basically, you know, France, southern France too. The Holy Roman Empire is a neat place. I guess that keep didn't really take as much money as I thought it would. That's good. We can get Argao built up even more then, which will be important as this faction continues to grow in power. And of course, if we win the revolt to institute elected monarchs for the Holy Roman Empire, which we'll just pause it for now. Position of commander? Why not, my dear lady? If we win this and we're able to become the Holy Roman Empire, or the Holy Roman Emperor, getting Provence wouldn't be difficult. In fact, even if we take a look at the de jure kingdoms, getting Dauphine here wouldn't be all that difficult. That would be 2 wars with the French. I want to get Provence first. Because, I mean, if we just take a look at the de jure duchies, it's the last chunk of Provence that we haven't got. And we need coastline like crazy. But then getting that other duchy wouldn't be that difficult. And then basically that is all I would want to do. When it comes to, you know, being the imperial leader. I don't want that power, I don't want that responsibility, but if I can use it to my own benefit, I'm certainly going to. The Lords of the Holy Roman Revolt have approved the institution of the Levy-Shifted Noble Obligation Law. Thrilling reading. Your Marshal, Grand Mayor Boleslaw of Provence, has come to you with a suggestion. My lord, it is the opinion that Count Manfred of Neuchâtel the Hunter would make an excellent military commander. Sounds like a plan. Now, one of the nice things about having a not-so-skilled marshal is that I can keep him leaving troops to get a little bit of a benefit. Well, we kind of just sit here. Let's select you and resign Gilbert. And then I think we should be pretty good for any other commanders. I hope. Nope. So you can resign your command. I am so glad it's possible to resign commanders in that fashion. Nobody in there. Lovely. I like this. I realize I said at some point during this recording, I don't plan on going to war. War planned me. So, let's see. What do we got? We need some more commanders. No question about it. So, get rid of that. We have a lot of commanders, though. So, like, what are you doing? You're building a spy network. I can probably pull you off that. and get you on that flank. And then if we check our commanders again, who else would we want? Probably Filbert here, who is in Argyle collecting taxes. So let's go back there. Argyle collecting taxes. Remove. And then we should be able to slap you in there. There we go. Alright, now where's the closest Imperial army that we can crush? Oh, we can pretty much crush any Imperial army. We will have to worry about the vassals staying loyal. But I think, to start with, sitting ourselves in Baden here wouldn't be a bad idea. Just start sieging down the capital and drawing the attention of that gigantic stack, which we'll probably want to go and support if we can, because they've got a slight numbers advantage. Holy crap, I stand corrected. We do not need to assist at all. We'll go into Baden instead. Our army should be big enough to siege whatever is there, and in fact, our army is big enough to hack down whatever is there. Because we got 10 times the troops. I'll let it just have one more siege tick to lower their morale ever so slightly. I had no idea the Emperor was a little girl. No wonder the revolt kicked off. 14-year-old, I mean, I guess she's not that little, but... Oh. I guess they were retreating. Where's the rest of the, Well, we'll go north, because we can easily take care of that army, and we avoid that army. And that's looking pretty good. I do wonder what our contribution is. Only 5% for the occupation of Baden. But still, that should theoretically tick up. Let's go take that stack so we can really limit the reinforcements the Empire can call upon. Although really, we've lost already like 2,000-ish men? I would be content with visiting the church every other Sunday, but if I don't show up, the priest scolds me and tells me I should set a better example for my subjects. He's gonna ruin everything. Okay. I was hoping for a bit more war score in the old battle department there. There we go. Let's finish the thoughts I start making. Ermengarde! Can we ransom you for 10 gold? Okay, well, we'll forget that for now. I guess, can we ransom you for 10 gold? Doesn't look like it. Alright, so with 16,000 Imperial troops coming in, I'm going to want to position myself with the main stack of the Holy Roman Revolt, and then I'm going to want to attach myself to their army. So now the rebellion is walking around with 16,000 men instead of just 10. We'll see if that's going to be enough to punch back against the Empire here. It is not looking like it's going to be. In the slightest. And they don't even have a commander on that flank. Let's retreat to Argyle. Let's take a look at our military forces. I don't think dropping and re-raising is quite right at the moment. They have 27,000 soldiers in that stack. Hopefully, some kind of attrition will hit that army. I don't think we can... Can we make it? And then we're going to be doing a river crossing there. We would have been on a much better defensive position. Well, we got our keep built in Argau. I guess we could look to boosting the walls. The walls probably would be a good bet. Although, really... Well, that does increase levy size. But it would probably be a better bet to get more stables built. I realize the jousting lists would be the best, but I want to try and do everything I can now. Sinister forces. Harm indeed. Do we have a better diplomat? We do! Hold on. We have a much better diplomat. He may be possessed, but he is a much better diplomat. Damn it! He got news of his job and panicked. Okay, well, Gebhard, you can become our diplomat. We can get 2 new commanders in, but nobody's really worth it. I wonder if it wouldn't be a bad idea to invite a couple of noblemen in and just see what we get there. That's looking a bit better. 11, at least that's double digits. Karlman here didn't really come through for me. We could spend all our money on one more, but I think we'll leave it at that. Yeah, this is... Well, who's this? Frisia. Why are you attacking us? Over Friesland. Okay, well that's fine. The rebellion can lose that, I don't care. But I think it's safe to say that this rebellion is, done for? Would be the way I would... Well, we might as well keep you going. A jihad for Africa? Oh, against the Ghanis. That is, less good. Hopefully they can fight that off, but I doubt that. I doubt that a lot. Maybe that'll leave them just in charge of Sardinia and Corsica, which will make, okay, well, we got Baden again, but I don't think we're going to ever be in a good position to really force our will on the Emperor here. Like, at this stage, and I don't know if we can do... No, we can't do separate pieces. So we're stuck in this until the end of the fighting, which should come quickly. What I think I will do now that my troops are back in controlled lands, I'll just lower them and then let them build back up. We're never going to get into a position where we can hit them. We don't have the finances to hire the mercenaries, so we'll just leave it as it is. Looks like Utah here has become quite the diplomat. So much so that, quite honestly, I would like to take a look at changing the status of women. So that will be Spy Master. We need to get it up to significant. Okay. It might be better then to use my diplomatic genius daughter to get ourselves an alliance with the King of Castile, right? Because, I mean, relatively strong. I don't think Burgundy and Castile together could take France. But having a king ally is always a good thing to do. Matrilineally, one day we'll get a Habsburg on the throne. I believe it. Okay, let's just take you. Of course you have oh! Remember when I said that thing about incest? We're doing it. Dear grandfather, peace be with you. I've decided to accept your suggestion of a betrothal between Princess Yuta and King Munio. So my grandson is marrying his aunt? Right? The sister of his mother? Yeah. You know, it was a different time. It was a different time. Still, that's a good alliance to keep going. Alright, let's just get rid of you. We're done. We're done. The rebellion's over. Don't come down into my lands. That would be disastrous. Duchess Ursula for Burgundy. Do you really think that that's going to work, Duchess? Okay. You, sir, you playful, brooding, affectionate child, need an education. You're not suited for a military education, but my god, do we ever need a military education in you. Well, you would make a great spy master or a diplomat. Playful, fussy, rowdy, and affectionate. Playful, brooding, affectionate, so that means diplomacy. Willful and fussy, which is not in there. There you go. Gunzelin. Man, I can't believe Norbert was the far more popular option than Kuno here, but that's just how it happened to be. My liege, since I arrived in Argyle, there has never been a shortage of troops or other things that we need. I mean, technically that might be true, but we are, you know, running short of troops. It's like I say, the best case scenario, we're going to get half the soldiers of the Emperor. So I think we just have to kind of kick back and let this revolt die out. Which is fine, you know. We can sort through this, but I think I am going to continue to join the factions for elective succession in the Holy Roman Empire. How many troops do you have? How can you possibly have that many troops? What I should do is improve diplomatic relations, perhaps grant her an honorary title of Keeper of the Swans. Yeah, she can keep the swans, because they are delicious. And then, hopefully, we can just kind of placate her away from doing any of this craziness. And I guess 6,000 men in the grand scheme of things isn't all that much, although it's only 2,000 more than I've got. I'm not that great of a military leader, and I don't have a great marshal. That might be playing into it. In fact... no. I mean, the game auto-closed that window, but I'll go along with it. And I guess you are the best bet. Good thing I paid for you to show up. Why? Why do we have a commander at rank 0? Yeesh, that is not good. We'll fix that. It's a generational issue. You know, for 200 years, the Habsburg family focused on a thing, and it's going to take a little bit of time to fix that. The shadow alone can't fix all the issues that have happened. You know, Kuno's going to have to get involved, and Philip down here, he's going to have to get involved. All these things are going to have to factor into it to successfully build up the military power. Alright, seriously, I think it's time to call the rebellion off. I don't think we're going to be succeeding anytime soon. Even though recently we did get a victory, so I don't know. Or is that the first battle? Not really sure, but I think this revolt here is going to tick on a lot longer than we've got time for in this video, so I'm going to leave it here for today. And that's about it. So thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.